Power doesn't always scream, sometimes it whispers and survives. While history remembers Kösem for chaos and Safiye for manipulation, there was a woman before them who did something far more dangerous. She didn't rule loudly. She didn't shock the empire. She didn't leave blood on the throne. She redesigned power so thoroughly that the empire barely noticed it had changed. Her name was Nurbanu Sultan, and almost everything that came after her followed her blueprint. Nurbanu was born Cecilia Venia Bafo, likely of Venetian nobility, captured in the chaos of Mediterranean warfare and sold into the Ottoman palace. She arrived not as a rebel, not as a schemer, but as an observer. Unlike women who fought their way upwards, Nurbanu studied the palace first. She learned how silence protected you, how emotions destroyed you, how visibility invited death. By the time she became the favored consort of Prince Selim, she had already decided something radical. Survival was more important than dominance. That decision shaped everything. When Selim II died in 1574, the Ottoman Empire stood at a familiar edge. A dead sultan meant Janissary unrest, public panic, executions, competing claims. This was where most women failed. Nurbanu did something unprecedented. She hid Selim's death. No announcement, no public mourning, no power vacuum. She secretly summoned her son, Murad, from Manisa, ensured his safe arrival, and only then allowed the empire to learn the truth. For the first time in decades, the Ottoman succession happened without bloodshed. No riots, no mass killings, no chaos. This wasn't luck, this was planning. And from that moment on, power in the Ottoman court changed. Unlike Safiye, who weaponized foreign relationships for influence, Nurbanu systematized diplomacy. She maintained direct correspondence with Venice, including trade agreements, political negotiations, strategic restraints during military tensions. She understood something that men often didn't. Empires don't collapse from enemies. They collapse from exhaustion. By stabilizing trade and foreign relationships, she reduced the empire's need for constant war. This was not dramatic. This was not celebrated, but it kept the empire functioning. Here is Nurbanu's most dangerous achievement. She ruled without becoming a target. She issued no public decrees, avoided cult-like loyalty, took no credit, created no enemies loud enough to unite against her. Her power flowed through appointments, timing, silence, and absence. By the time others noticed her influence, it was already normal. This is the highest form of control. When Nurbanu died in 1583, rumors followed her. Was it poison, foreign intrigue, court jealousy? But the truth mattered less than the result. After her death, Safiye inherited a structured valid system. Kösem inherited a survivable throne. The empire had learned to endure transition. Nurbanu didn't dominate history, she engineered it. If her story feels quieter, that's because it is. Nurbanu didn't rule through fear, she ruled through design. She didn't burn the palace, she rewired it. And that is why history struggles to remember her. Because systems never look heroic. But without Nurbanu Sultan, there would have been no Safiye, no Kösem, and no survivor long enough for Turhan to inherit. She didn't rule an empire, she taught it how to keep breathing.